Ryan Matthews sat in the corner booth of the diner, the same spot he claimed every Saturday morning. His 10-year-old daughter Emma was at soccer practice, giving him this rare hour of quiet. The breakfast special sat steaming before him. Eggs, bacon, toast with butter melting into golden pools. He had just lifted his fork when the door chimed. A young woman stumbled inside, soaked to the bone. Her clothes hung in tatters, hair plastered to her pale face. She looked no older than 25, maybe younger. Rain hammered the windows behind her as she stood there, dripping, eyes scanning the room with desperate hope. Ryan watched her approach the counter. Her voice was barely a whisper when she asked the waitress something. He couldn't hear the words, but he saw the waitress shake her head, saw the woman's shoulders collapse inward like a dying flower. She turned to leave. Ryan didn't think. He just called out, "Miss? Excuse me, miss." She froze, turned slowly. Up close, he could see she'd been crying. Her eyes held that particular exhaustion that comes from running too long with nowhere to go. "Would you join me?" Ryan gestured to the seat across from him. "I ordered too much food. Hate to see it go to waste." "I can't pay you," she said, voice cracking. "I'm not asking you to." She hesitated, then slid into the booth. Ryan pushed his untouched plate toward her, flagging down the waitress to order coffee and another breakfast for himself. "I'm Ryan," he said gently. "Melissa." She stared at the food like it might vanish. Then she picked up the sandwich with trembling hands and took a bite. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she chewed. Ryan looked away, giving her dignity. When the waitress brought his second plate, he ate slowly, making small talk about the weather, about nothing important. Melissa didn't share much, just that she'd had some bad luck lately. He didn't press. When they finished, Ryan paid the bill and stood to leave. "Wait," Melissa said. She fumbled in her torn jacket pocket and pulled out a business card, rain-damaged and barely legible. "If you ever need anything at all, please." Ryan took it. Though he could barely make out the smudged ink, he smiled. "Take care of yourself, Melissa. Things get better. I promise." He left without looking back, already running late to pick up Emma. Life moved forward, as it always does. Ryan went back to his routine. Work at the auto shop, Emma's school pickups, homework at the kitchen table, bedtime stories. Money stayed tight, as it had been since his wife, Sarah, passed 3 years ago. The bill stacked higher each month. Then came the letter. 6 weeks after that rainy morning, an official envelope arrived. Ryan almost threw it away, assuming another debt collector. But the return address made him pause. Whitmore and Associates, attorneys at law. Inside, a letter explained that Melissa Whitmore had been searching for him. Would he please call at his earliest convenience? Confused, Ryan dialed the number. The woman who answered was not the broken, soak girl from the diner. Her voice carried confidence, authority. "Ryan, this is Melissa. I've been looking for you everywhere. You didn't leave a last name, and the diner only had your first name from the credit card receipt. I need you to come to my office. Tomorrow, if possible." "I don't understand," Ryan said. "I know. Just please come. I need to explain something in person." The next day, Ryan stood before a downtown building he'd never dared enter. Glass and steel reached toward the clouds. Inside, Melissa waited in a conference room, but she looked completely transformed. Professional suit, hairstyle, commanding presence. That morning at the diner, she began, "I was at the lowest point of my life. I'd just escaped an abusive situation. Lost everything. Was planning to end it all that day." Ryan's breath caught. "Your kindness stopped me. Reminded me I was still human. Still worth something." Her eyes glistened. "I went to a shelter. Got help. Remembered who I was before everything fell apart. I'm a lawyer, Ryan. I come from money, though I'd walked away from it all. That morning you saved my life." "I just bought you breakfast," Ryan whispered. "You gave me hope when I had none." She slid a folder across the table. "I've spent weeks trying to find you. I had my investigators check every auto shop in the city until we found Ryan Matthews, single father, who fits the description." "Why?" Melissa opened the folder. "Because I want to change your life the way you changed mine. I've looked into your situation. The medical debt from your wife's illness, the struggle to keep your home, Emma's college fund you had to empty, Ryan's face flushed. How do you... I'm thorough. She smiled gently. My family has a foundation. We help people who help others. I'm setting up a trust that will cover Emma's education completely. For years, any college she chooses. I'm also paying off your medical debt. All of it. Ryan couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. And, Melissa continued, my uncle owns a chain of auto shops. He needs a manager for his new location. Better hours, better pay, benefits Emma needs. The job is yours if you want it. I can't accept this, Ryan finally managed. Why not? You gave when you had little. Let me give now that I have much. Melissa reached across and took his hand. You taught me that one small act of kindness can save a life. Let me honor that lesson. Ryan broke down. All the years of struggle, of staying strong for Emma, of pretending he wasn't drowning, came pouring out. That evening, he told Emma everything. She hugged him tight and whispered, Mom will be proud, Daddy. You did good. Ryan returned to that diner one last time, to the same booth. He ordered the breakfast special and ate slowly, thinking about how life works in mysterious ways. How kindness ripples outward in patterns we cannot predict. How one breakfast on a rainy morning had changed 2 lives forever. If this story touched your heart, please share, and subscribe for more tales of kindness and hope. Leave a comment below about a time someone's generosity changed your life. Your story might inspire someone who needs it today.